Yo, what up, super fun force? We're back today with some more foam blasting action. And guess what? We're gonna get into the NERF line. Oh, Nelly, look at this. We got the TRISTRIKE from the MODULUS. And I wanna start this series off by saying, if you're gonna get into NERF, the best ones to start with are indeed the MODULUS line, because as you can see here, the blaster is compatible with a whole different bunch of, a whole different host of like barrels, stocks, things for the tactical rails, different magazines and everything. So definitely a wonderful place to start. Now on the back of the box, as you can see here, it gives an example of all the different stuff you can get. And what I want to say about NERF in general is it's definitely my preferred method of choice for playing foam blaster games indoors or outdoors in areas that are, up to about 30 feet, right? Maybe 50 feet at the most, but once you start crossing that barrier, I generally play with, Dart Zone or other things that have, higher FPS, up to a certain max, of course. But again, NERF is amazing and super fun for what it is, and you can still enjoy it in all kinds of different scenarios and game modes. All right, with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and jump into the TRISTRIKE. All right, guys, it's TRISTRIKE time. As you can see here, I've opened out of the box. It comes with these instructions. And basically, when you look at them inside here, when it comes down to the bolt, it's kind of showing it from the, top down. If you match this picture, so it looks like the rod comes in from the right side. So let's go ahead and do that when we assemble this. So what we're going to want to do, I'll take this rod. There is as you can see there, a hole, and put that in. Don't stab your hand. And then we'll take this one and then we'll screw this on, and we will create a nice lever here to cock back this shaft. And tighten it till you can't tighten it anymore, they said, so you want to get it pretty close. Just gonna go ahead and keep twisting. It's almost done, and you can see it's almost right up to the blaster, and there it is. Perfect tolerance. So now it has an ambidextrous cocking mechanism, as you can see here. Basically semi-automatic, cock back, bring forward, fire. All right, after you fire, if something gets jammed, you want to go ahead and push this door back here, and you can start to look inside and see maybe you can clear out the jam. But there it is, so incredibly smooth. I like it. As you can see here, we have a 10-round magazine. To properly load the magazine and remove it, what you want to do first is cock back the spring, and then take your magazine, pay attention to which direction the arrow is pointing, which should be the direction your darts are facing, which will be the direction that your blaster fires. So we will go ahead and do that. Once it's in, you will push the spring forward, and that will lock it into place. Good to go. Now to remove it, do the same thing. Cock back the spring. There's a magazine release right here. Boom, and you're good to go. Let's take a look at the Mega Blaster barrel attachment. Really nice piece of kit, as you can see. Houses 4 mega darts. I went ahead and loaded them already. And essentially it has a smart AR system. Every time you pump, you fire one of the 4 shots. Now, I did notice straight out of the box, I was rapid firing it, and this has a tendency to get seized up after the very last shot. So be wary of that. Also, I had a few times where the last 2 would fire at the same time. I'll just demonstrate on camera whatever happens. And essentially what you want to do is, there's a thick slot, or basically a wide slot and a narrow slot. So when you attach this to your N-Strike barrel, the top part here, this kind of top left has the wide, and then this bottom right has the narrow, so you want to line those up. And then when you put it in, you'll just twist, locks into place. Cool, I'll be firing that in a minute. Last thing we're going to talk about is the gigantic rocket launcher. This rocket blaster is really awesome. You got the tube here, clear tube with the orange inner tube, and that's going to pump air. Now this, basically, I've already loaded the single rocket that it comes with. This also is its own separate blaster, because the N-Strike attachment back here, it'll actually just plug into place. So that's incredible. When you pump it in, it's going to fire out the rocket. So basically, both this and the Mega Blaster, the strength of their shot will be determined by, how much power you're able to pump into each of their, like air chambers and whatnot. Okay, so now also on this, there's a switch back here. You're going to want to just push those down and you can pop this out. And for the final assembly, now we're going to go ahead and put it in there. And then essentially this can go on any rail, but on the TRISTRIKE, you really only have the option of the top rail, and there's a notch right there, so that you want to line that up with that part on any type of NERF rail. And then there you go, man, look at that. That thing is just magnificent. I really like the look of it. But with that being said, again, I recommend this as being the #1 system you get into if you start with NERF, because it gives you all these different options as you buy more pieces in the MODULUS system. Add them to your kit, customize them however you want to your playing style, to your games, and I think they look fantastic. All right, guys, time to do some quick blasting. We're going to start with the stock TRISTRIKE. So I'm going to go ahead and do a regular shot for you guys versus Captain America and Slimer. Here we go. Boom, there's 1. Boom, there's 2. Boom, there's 3, 4. I think I'm going to put 4 in there, yeah. All right, shoot the Mega Blaster now here. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, see, sometimes it does shoot the last 2 together, or like I said, sometimes it might get kind of locked up. So keep that in mind. Lastly, we're going to shoot the grenade launcher. Whoa. All right, there you guys go. So definitely must have. I think this is a recommended kit because it gives you so much flexibility. It gives you access to at least a few mega darts and at least 1 grenade. And on top of that, this is a great bolt action feel. I think you can start building a sniper rifle type of weapon from this, or just some kind of bolt action semi-automatic rifle feel for sure. And you know, everything included with this kit is definitely worth having. All right, guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Don't forget to spread that love, keep that faith, say a prayer, stay positive, be thankful, like and subscribe. Captain Gangsta will be coming back at you.